upload it, and so this is the link, so you can use it and you can download. Okay, so once if you download it, right, then you can install. Its installation is simple, same like next. There is no configuration, nothing.
Okay.
Just download it and install it,
Okay.
and there is no configuration changes, nothing. No need to configure anything. Just finish it, the
It's
installation.
an open source.
It's open source,
Okay.
and if you buy license, you will get some additional features, but it's not required.
Okay.
It will work, no problem. Okay.
Okay.
And after that, once if you install, right, so you will see this icon, SOAP UI 5.2.1.
Just a second.
Are you installing?
Yeah, I just open the link. I'm
Yeah,
trying
you
to.
can
I'll do
install.
it afterwards. Just send me. I'll
I
do it
already sent
afterwards.
you the link. You got it, right? The
Yeah,
link.
I got the link, and I'm
Also, I'm recording the video so that you can able to
sure.
revisit the video.
Okay.
Okay, after that, what you have to do, once the installation is successfully done, then you will see this icon in
Okay.
your desktop.
Okay.
So just click it. So once you open the SOAP UI tool, so you will see the UI like this.
Okay.
Okay, you can able to see the UI. It
Yeah.
look like this, and it will
Okay.
show. It will show some startup page. You can close this one. It's just a welcome page.
Okay.
Okay, now this is the tool. Basically, we are going to use this tool to test the. Let me write something so that you can. So basically, we can able to use this tool to test the web services. To test web services. So, and we can able to test two types of web services. One is SOAP web services, and second one is REST web services. So basically, we can able to test two types of web services by using this tool. One is SOAP web services,
And the
another
other
is
one is rest.
RESTful web
Rest.
services.
Okay.
And before going to that in detail, what is web services? Just one a little bit information. what
Yeah.
what is web service? Let's suppose you have developed one application
Okay.
A, and another person developed an application B, and another person developed application C. Okay,
Okay.
there is three
Yeah.
different applications. Is there different? Both are independent. Okay, so basically they want to share one of the different application information all the people.
Okay.
Basically all four are independent. Okay, now they are trying to share the application D information ABCD. They are trying to
Okay.
share the information from D. How they can share?
Okay.
Basically, this one you can develop a web services, the rest
Okay.
or so,
Okay.
and you can expose it. So through, if you have an internet, so you can able to consume these web services.
Okay.
It's similar way like if you see the online booking system.
Okay.
So online booking system, what they will do, they will interact with so many different travels, correct? And
Yeah.
they will interact with the different travels, and they get to know the information. These many seats are available. These many seats are already booked.
Yes.
See, one travel can able to give their tickets to so many online booking system, right? So
Yeah.
this is the travel T1. So this they have 30 buses. Just assume 30 buses. So what they will do, their information they will give to different people, correct?
Yeah.
So they will
Yeah.
book their tickets, correct?
Yeah.
So travel
Yeah.
system is one, but their information they are exposing to different online booking system. So you got the context right, at least some rough
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the main purpose of web services. So you can develop one time and you can expose to a number of people around the globe so that they can able to access your data.
Okay.
Also they can able to modify it. That is up to you. So what kind of web services you are developing. So that is based on the method get, post, put, all those things is there, right?
Okay.
So that is based on the operation, whether they want to only access permissions or they can able to modify. That is based on the service, what kind of services you are developing and how you are exposing and all.
Okay.
Okay. And another information is right, like I told you, two type web services is two types, correct?
Yeah.
SOAP and
So
REST. So basic either SOAP or REST, this is the general way of usage and architecture kind of thing.
okay.
Okay. And now what is the difference between the SOAP and REST? Both are web services, both are different types of web services. Then what is the difference? The difference between these two web services is right. So basically web service, what it will do, you give some input and it will give some response.
Yeah.
Give some input and it will give you some response. So that is the main purpose of web services. You give some input and it will process your request and it will give some response back.
Okay.
Okay, this is the main purpose of web services. Okay, now
Okay.
the second question is then what is the difference between these two web services? SOAP and REST. SOAP web services, what it will do, it will take input as a XML
Okay.
and output as a XML. Always you have to give
Okay.
input as XML and output as XML. Always this is the standard for SOAP web services.
Okay.
Okay, and
Yeah.
whereas come back to the second type of web services called REST.
Yeah.
So RESTful web services, it will take different types of input like JSON, comma XML, comma simple text, comma HTML, comma string, comma different types. It will take different types of inputs. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
and output also it will give the same type. What type of output you want? It's having
Okay.
that much flexibility.
Okay.
So input and output will vary. So it is having a facility to take any number of any type of input, and also it will response the response will give as in a different format also.
Okay.
But SOAP web service having only one standard input and output is XML always.
Okay.
We will see some examples so that you will get some rough idea. So this is the basic difference. This is the basic definition of web service, and types of web services and how to test it. So one tool just now we saw, right? So UI, this is one tool, and there is some other
Okay.
tools also is available in market. I will show you that one. So one tool is SOAP UI and the second tool is REST client.
Okay.
So this is the second one.
Okay.
So basically two tools are available in there's so many, but there is so many tools are available, but these two are the majority tools in when people are using. 90% of the people will use only these tools.
Okay.
SOAP UI and REST client.
Yes. Right. Okay.
REST client, I will show you what is REST client and how you will get it. SOAP UI, right now you know right how to download it and how to install it and how to open it. Okay. Now we will see one sample web series and we will hit it and we will see the response.
Okay.
So if let's say for instance, I told you here 2 web services, correct?
Yeah.
So this is web service 1 and this is web service 2.
Yeah.
So if let's suppose I developed one web service and I want to give this web service to so many people. So I want to give this information. This is my web services, and this is a services. It's available. This it will take. This is the input, and it will take. It will give the responses kind of like this. So we need to give some information, right? So this
Yeah.
user, otherwise they are not able to use it. Correct.
Okay.
So how you are going to give that kind of response? I mean, sorry, inputs.
Okay.
First, let me take one sample web service. It is available in internet, and you can able to hit from your side also.
Okay.
Just this URL you will get from the users who developed the web service. They will give you the URL.
Okay.
This one we used to call as an endpoint.
Okay.
So you will get this link or URL from the developers or owners of the web service.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have a link. What you have to do now? Sorry. Now file, new. See here, you have so many two options. New
Yeah.
soap web service,
Or rest
new
project.
REST web service, correct? So just click new REST project.
Okay.
So now you have endpoint right with you.
Yeah.
Just copy the endpoint and sorry, just paste it here. So let me copy. I think it is copied. So copy this endpoint URL
Okay.
and go back to your thing. Just remove all this. Just paste it here.
Okay.
So how you got this window?
By creating a new
File,
project.
new REST project. File, new REST project. Click that one, and you will get this one. Just clear it and paste it, and remove all the spaces, all those things.
Okay.
Okay. Now click
Yeah.
OK. After that, you will see this window. I will tell you slowly one by one. What is this? This box, this works, this thing, all those things I will explain you.
Okay.
Okay. Now your project is ready. It's ready for test.
Okay.
So testing means what you have to test as a tester. So if you give some input, it should give us some response. So how much time it is taking to response? How much time it is taking to respond back?
Okay.
Okay. Now you see
Okay.
this is your sample project, rest-project one. By default, it will give name like this.
Okay.
Okay, and this is your project details. This is your endpoint. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and if you click request one, and you will get this small window. This window.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, see here, right? You will see your endpoint.
Yeah.
Services dot group kt something something country get all. Okay,
Okay.
now these the methods. Did you see that there is so many methods are available? Get, post, put, delete,
Post.
blah 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 blah. So how you know which method you have to use? There are so many methods is there. You have to use get
Mm-hmm.
or post or put or which method we have to use. But
Mm-hmm.
also I will tell you slowly. Okay. For time being,
Okay.
just assume we have to use here get.
Okay.
Just keep in your mind, and later on I will explain you how to find out which method we have to use to get the information. Okay, and this is endpoint
Okay.
URL. You no need to do anything here. You see here there is an arrow.
Yeah.
Just click this one. Just click that one and you will get the response. See the response types here: XML, JSON, HTML. There are so many types is there, but in
Yeah.
this case this web service will give response as a JSON.
Yes.
So
Okay.
how to identify whether it will give XML or JSON, that also I will tell you later.
Okay.
Okay, now if you see the response, see this is the response, you got it. Basically what this web service will do, it will give all the countries and some codes: Afghanistan, AF, AFG,
Okay.
some Iceland, AX, all the countries it will give as a response. You want to see, you can able to see India also. India, H.
Agenda. It is in, you know.
Geneva, Hong Kong. It's India. See, you can see basically that is a web service here. It will give some information.
Okay.
Basically, it will give all the countries, country name, and two or three codes, two character or three character code,
Okay.
two or three character code. So this is the one of the sample web service.
Okay.
So right now we are not giving any input, right? Just we are giving endpoint URL and just we are clicking it, and it is
Yeah.
taking some time, and it is giving response back to us. And see how much
Okay.
time it is taking. Did you see that here?
Yeah.
So
9 point.
901 milliseconds it is taking,
Yeah.
and it is giving this much bytes of data as a response.
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah.
So these are the some extra additional information I mean it will help you how to test the web service and how much time it is taking, all those things.
Okay.
Okay, so far we are not giving any input for this web service, correct?
Okay.
Just we are what we are doing, just we are hitting and we are getting the response back.
Okay.
Okay, now there are some, so this is one sample web service. I will give you the links also so that you can play from your side.
Yeah.
Okay, now I am going to, there is the same URL, same web service.
Yeah.
It will take some input. So what is the input? Let's suppose if you want, if you have some country code,
Okay.
if you want to know the country name,
Yeah.
so you can use the different web service and you can able to get the response of the country name. You have to give country code in a two-char format, and it will give you as a country name. Like if you give IN, it will give India as a response.
Okay.
If you give US, you will get response as the United States something.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the second example, and here you can able to give some inputs also. Input is country code, either two-char or three-char.
Okay.
So let me take this is the example. So this is also different endpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Just take this one and create another project. So far you created one project, right? Just minimize
Yeah.
it. Now go to file, new REST project, click this one and paste the URL. Just remove the blank space, all those things. Okay, click OK. So now this is your second project.
Yeah.
And this is your request. Just click the request and you will get this window. Now we have two windows. One is the previous one and
Yeah.
another one
Yeah.
is the new one. So click
Yeah.
the new one, just maximize it. So this is your endpoint. If you see there, right? So inputs we can able to give two types. The one first way is as part of the URL. So here I'm giving
Mm-hmm.
input as a India. I want to retrieve IN country name. Just give
Mm-hmm.
IN here and type click here. Yes, you got the information, right?
Yeah.
So if you give IN means India code. Let's suppose say for instance, let me give UK Kingdom. No matching. Basically, it is not
Okay.
available in database. So let me give
Okay.
US. So United States of America is available.
Mhm.
If you go back to your previous window, so let's see there is some Hong Kong HK.
Yeah.
So let me give HK. So this is my inputs and this is my response, correct?
Yeah.
So let me give HK Hong Kong. Yes, this is the response, Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So like that, if you know which country code you want to retrieve, there is so many countries is there. See that. This is all the list of countries, one service. And second service,
Okay.
if you want to retrieve a specific country name and code. So this is the second URL. This is the second URL.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
give your country code and you will get corresponding country name. And another web service also is available, which will take 3 chars of a country code. So this is
Okay.
third URL, endpoint URL. Just copy this one and you have to create another new project.
Yeah.
So how to create it? File, new, REST project. Click this one and paste it here.
Mhm.
So you can see here, if you give IND India, so it will give. So this is another web service. If you know 3 codes of a country, you can use these web services. The difference
Okay.
here, you will see here resource name, it will change. Endpoint is same.
Mhm.
Resource name means API name.
Okay.
So let's suppose what is the API and resource, I'll tell you.
Okay.
So there is a web service. Okay. So this
Mm.
web service, if you know the person ID, give the person
Yeah.
ID, it will give the person details. If you
Okay.
know the person name, give the person name, it will give the full details, address and all. If you know the person email ID, it will give full details. So the different way to get the person information, correct?
Yeah.
So this, if you know the name, email, ID, so these are the APIs.
Okay.
And endpoint is same. Endpoint means the base URL. So this is same. And here you can say name equal to email equal to,
Okay.
correct, person ID equal to, so that will change. That we can say as a resource.
Okay.
You got it right now.
Resource.
The resource is same base URL, and inside this is one particular service. So in that service, what operation you want to access?
Okay. That whatever we are trying to give it, it is called as API, right?
Correct, yes, it's a particular
Okay.
API name.
Okay.
And method means I will tell you like how to identify the method and how to identify the response type.
Hmm.
Now we got some rough idea, right? What is
Yeah.
web service and how to test it.
Hmm.
And if you whenever you click here, right, you see there is some thing is going on.
Yeah.
So basically, whenever request is processing, you can able to see here and
Yeah.
here it will show the progress bar kind of thing.
Yeah.
So here also it will show here and here it will show the progress bar. So this is the basically you got it's a response basically. And now what I want to show you, So far we tested this web service by using SOAP UI, correct? And I told you,
Yes.
right? I mean, initially there is another tool called REST client.
Yes.
So basically, to test the I mean, this web service, if you want to use SOAP UI, you have to install a software, correct?
Yeah.
Say for instance, if you don't want to install any software, but still if you want to test it, so there is another way to test it by using just your browser itself.
Mm-hmm.
Say for instance, if you have a browser like Chrome
Mm.
or Firefox.
Okay.
Just assume I have a Firefox. What you have to do, you have to add one plugin to your Firefox.
Okay.
I will tell you how to get the plugin and how to add it and how to test it also. I will tell you. So for
Okay.
REST client, you got some idea, right?
Yeah.
If you have any question, then you can stop me there. We will discuss.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is your Firefox.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what I will do, just open Google. Just you open Google. Then what you have to do, just type this one, Firefox REST client plugin. You have to type
Mm-hmm.
this one.
Okay.
Just I'll ping this word to you so that you can type from your side. Okay. So then you will get first link. Just click the first link. So you'll get this link. You see there, add to Firefox, a green
Yeah.
button.
Yeah.
You have to click this one. Okay, it will install it. Then you have to do
Oh.
install.
Yeah.
Then it will ask you to restart now.
Okay.
Restart it. Restart means nothing. Just it will. We have to open the browser again back. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
After that, what you will see, if the if the browser is restarted, you will see a red icon.
Mm-hmm.
You will see
Okay.
it, right? If you add
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
plugin, you will see this red icon. Just click this one.
Mm-hmm.
Then you will see this kind of results: URL, body, some methods, all those things.
Okay.
Okay, now we will test the same web services previously whatever we tested by using the REST client.
Okay.
Okay, now go back to the document which is having all the URLs. Okay, take the first web service,
Mm-hmm.
copy this thing, paste it here, and remove all this extra space. So this is your endpoint URL. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and which method you have to use, that I will tell you later, and how to identify. For time being, we have to use here get.
Okay.
Okay, then did you see the ascend link? Just click this link.
Okay.
Okay, if below you see there response header, response body, response highlight, you will see here. Just click response preview or response header, and you will see the response.
Okay.
Here also same. You can see your country name, 2 chars code and 3 chars code.
Yeah. Got it.
It's similar, right? So
Yeah.
so you can use anyone. But here you will not. if you want to see here how much time it is taking, and that also you can able to get it here. Just click here, somewhere it will display. But it will not give much information, but you can able to test it.
Okay.
But whereas in case of SOAP UI, you can able to see how much time it is taking and what is the extra additional parameters it's giving back and coming back. So these things and all you can able to see here.
Okay.
Some extra information. But basic response is same. There is no difference.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see here inside that, you can see all of your countries.
Mm.
So that is up to you. So you can test by using anyone. Let me test it. I mean another service. So what is the another service? So this is the second service, correct?
Yeah.
So let me copy this one and paste it here. Just remove all this. Click this one. So you will get India, IN, INT.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can give anything. If you want to test for US, you just paste type US and click this one and you will get response.
Mm-hmm.
United States of America, US, USA.
Mm.
So like that you can give whatever country you want to test it, you can give it. So you're getting Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the second way to test web services by using REST client.
Okay.
Now the second question is how to identify this method and what method we have to use and what kind of response it will give. So far we
Mm-hmm.
are testing RESTful web services. 90% of the people nowadays will use only RESTful web services. Very less
Okay.
people, very 10% people will use SOAP web service.
Mm-hmm.
90% of the people will use RESTful web services.
Okay.
So I can say here 90%. And only 10% of the people will use SOAP web services.
Mm-hmm.
So this is clear, right? So far.
Yeah.
So far we tested only RESTful web services by using SOAP UI one time and REST client one time.
Yeah.
Now the second question is how to identify which method we have to use.
Okay.
Question number one. Okay, how to identify which method we have to use. Okay, and question number two. How to identify what is the type of response, whether it's a JSON or XML or text or string or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So far it's clear. We have a questions
Yeah.
also. So far it's clear, right?
Yeah.
If you have any question, just stop me there. We will discuss.
Yeah. Sure.
And also I will give you these links you can play around with.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give the links right away now only. So I already pasted the links in the chat.
Yeah.
You got it right?
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can keep that links with you, just you can play around.
Yeah. Sure.
And now the second question is how to identify what method we have to use and what is the response type.
Mm-hmm.
There is a two questions for us. Right now I'm selecting, there is so many methods are available. Which method we have to use? And there is, there is so many types of responses is available. Which response, what is the response type?
Okay.
Here, HTML, JSON, XML, raw. but we are getting
Yeah.
a response in JSON tab. In
Yes.
XML
Yeah.
tab, you will not see anything. See here, the content you are trying to view cannot view as XML. Basically, the response is not XML. The response is a JSON.
Yeah.
JSON is a JavaScript object notation. It's one kind of type of the response. Like
Okay.
HTML is a response, XML. So these are the type of responses, content type.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now how to identify the method and how to identify the response type.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that we have two questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now go back to our REST client. First we will see it from REST client. After that we will see the same thing from. Okay, let me open. I developed one web service from my side. I will show you that one also.
Yeah.
So this is web service I developed from my side. It's any
Mm-hmm.
web service is same. And another point I want to tell you. So these web services, right? Whatever I'm telling you. So
Yeah.
that web service might be developed by using Java, .NET, or PHP or anything. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So you can develop web service by using any technology, but the user no need to learn about the technology. What kind of the technology they are using doesn't matter.
Okay.
So web services is independent of users usage.
Okay.
So you can develop web service by using any language. It doesn't matter for users.
Mm-hmm.
So they will give IN, right? Whether you are using
Yeah.
.NET or Java or PHP, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
They will give IN always. So you can use any technology. So this is another important point of web services. So it
Okay.
basically it's a technology independent.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. So recently I finished one batch this web service, so that for
Okay.
that people I developed these sample web services to show the different scenarios.
Okay.
And these three examples whatever I'm showing, right? So these are available in the internet.
Okay.
Someone developed and it's exposed, so you can able to use it. Now also I developed one web service. I deployed it into
Mm-hmm.
my server.
Okay.
So as long as my server is running, anyone can able to access from the world, around the world. If I
Okay.
if I shut down my if I shut down my machine, then they are not able to access it.
Okay.
So that is the main purpose of web services.
Mm-hmm.
Just I'm restarting my server so that my rest
Mm-hmm.
my web services is available.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now my web services is running. Now let me open
Mm-hmm.
SOAP UI. So let me create another project. Let me close this Windows.
Yeah.
Close it. Close it. Now what I want to do, I want to create a new project. Before creating the project, I need endpoint, right? So this is my
Yeah.
web service endpoint. Localhost, training rest, something, something. So let me
Yeah.
copy this endpoint, and this is my SOAP UI. Let me create a new project, new REST project, and give the URL. Click OK. And just I will tell you slowly what is what. So now we have two questions, right?
Yeah.
How to identify the method and how to identify the response type, correct?
Yeah.
So here, so this is my endpoint URL I had given.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my endpoint URL, correct? So if we the
Yeah.
endpoint URL, if they will give right endpoint URL, and if you want to know the information, what method you have to use, what is the response type, you have to type this one, endpoint URL / application.wadl.
Okay.
But it will try to fetch the all service related information, and it will give as XML.
Okay.
Okay, let me show you my service information so that you will understand. So this is my endpoint and training REST application.wadl. Okay, so if you see here, right, you will see what are the services I have written and what is the method name. Did you see there here post,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and this is the API name,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the method name,
Mm-hmm.
and it will give you response as a application/JSON.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is the response.
Okay.
And the second one is, let's suppose take the second service. So this get all as a XML something. This is the API name,
Okay.
user list as XML. That is a post method, and the response is application.xml.
Okay. Okay.
And there is another method, get all as a JSON, and method is post, and you will get output as a JSON format.
Mm.
Correct. So this is one
Yeah.
of the way to identify what method we have to use and what is the request or response type.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, by using this application.wadl, it will give all the information. Now we will access this information, like we will call all these methods, get all as XML, save user, that methods we will call, and we will see whether we are getting XML as output or JSON as output or not.
Okay.
Okay, now let me create another project. File, new REST project. So now I don't want to see the information. Basically, I want to access the APIs. So this is the second project. So this is my
Mm-hmm.
host, and here right rest slash. So here what we have to pass here, what is the API name, so that you can see here.
Okay.
Did you see there get all
Yeah.
user? So this is the resource name. So get copy
Okay.
this resource name and go back to this request. User / get all. So here right, did you see there?
Yeah.
Base URL is training rest, correct?
Yeah.
After that, you have to use user / get all as JSON. Rest / user / get all as a JSON. Correct? Just
Mm-hmm.
type this one,
Yeah.
and method is post here. So I have to change it to post and click
Yeah.
this. And you got the response, correct?
Yeah.
So this is the JSON response.
Mm-hmm.
So how to identify this one, right? See here, resource path, user / get all as a JSON.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what method you have to use? Post. So I selected here
Post.
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 So this is one service,
Okay.
one resource. Okay, now let me test the down resource. So what is the path here? Get all as a XML.
Excellent.
Okay, copy this one. and go back to your request. So here we have to remove it. Instead of user, we have to give sorry, here we have to give user slash get all as XML, and method is post only. So just click this one. So you got now XML. This is XML, right?
Yeah.
The same information I'm giving in a different format. So previously I had given a JSON. Now if you see under JSON tab, you don't have anything.
Mm.
Now you will get a response as XML. Get all as
Okay.
XML. So response type is application slash
Excellent. Okay.
XML. And now we
Mm-hmm.
will see the last web service also. See, there is another web service, save user,
Mm-hmm.
and method name is post,
Post.
and it will give response as a
JSON.
you see the response representation means application slash JSON.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
now open it. What is this? Oh, it is the downside. Now we have to change it to save user. Save user.
Yes. Yeah.
Now what is the method it will take? Post. Post
Post.
is already selected. Just click this one. And what is the response it will give? JSON.
JSON.
So basically it is failing. So why it is failing? Basically I have not implemented, I think, this web service completely. Okay, let me check. Oh yes. So basically before saving the web service, we have to give some inputs. So far I have not given any input, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically for save, whenever you are calling save web service, right? So we have to give some input. So how you know whether do we need to give input or not? So save user, this is the web service name, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the
Yeah.
request and response, correct?
Mm.
And if you see the previous services, you see only response.
Okay.
There is no request tag here.
Okay.
And for previous web service also, you see only here response.
Mm-hmm.
There is no request here. So directly if you hit that URL, and you will get some response.
Okay.
If for the last service, we have to give some input also. We have to give some request.
Okay.
And you will get response as a JSON. So what is the input? Input is user details.
Okay.
And type of the input is application slash JSON.
Mm-hmm.
So basically we need to give some user information. So it will save into the database and it will say user information saved successfully.
Okay.
And this user details you have to give as an input. So let me get
Yeah.
some user input details.
Mm-hmm.
Let me generate it. So how to give the input? So here you have a box, right? Did you see there?
Yeah.
So here you have to give input. So here you will get the response. So basically here you can give the
Mm-hmm.
request. So this is
Okay.
the response body. This is the request body. This is the response
Okay.
body.
Okay.
Now let me get. Where is this window? It went down. So this is the response. Now basically I want to call this service get all as a JSON and
Mm-hmm.
the post method,
Mm-hmm.
change it here and click post it. Why. So here I have to give user. So this is one of the user information. Did you see that? So this is one of
Yeah.
the user details. So let me copy one user sample input. This is a sample input.
Okay.
This is one of the sample input user information I want to save into database.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what is the last service? Save user, right? So here it is get. Sorry, that is a mistake. Now I want to test the last service save user and it will take some input and it will give response as a JSON. The input type
Okay.
also is a JSON and
Yeah.
response type also JSON
JSON.
and input object is user details. I have
Okay.
some sample object. So this is one of the sample user details, name, email, phone number, user ID and address something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let me call the service save user slash save user and the method is post, correct? So I had to change it
Yeah.
to post. And whenever you are giving input, right? Did you
Yeah.
see there? So here I want to give input and what type of input you want to give? Application slash JSON, XML, text, blah blah. I want to give input type is application slash JSON. And where is your
Yeah.
sample input? So this is your sample input. So copy the
Mm-hmm.
sample input and paste it here and post the request. And you got response, right? See here, Raju.
Yeah.
Status is success.
Okay.
Now let me change. Let me give some different name. I want to save some different person name, Kumar,
Mm-hmm.
and submit it. So success. Kumar also got as a response, correct?
Okay.
And you can give some different number. I want to save this person is a SID. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to save New York, US. So the details is saved and it's given response back. User details saved success and these details are saved.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the way to test the web service by giving the inputs.
Okay.
So this is your input and this is your request and this is your response.
Mm-hmm.
So that is up to you what kind of web service you are testing. Does it require input or not? Some service it will take input, some service it will not take. Some service it will take request and some service it will not take request. Output is mandatory, correct? If you don't have output, then web service is not at all required, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can give the name, whatever name you want. If you want to give abc.email, I want to save see this person details, give the input
Mm-hmm.
and send it. So you'll get as a response. The details are saved
Okay.
successfully.
Okay.
So this input type and sample input and all, you have to get it from the users. Okay.
Okay.
This endpoint URL and all you can able to get from your site. Like I told you, right? We have to use the application.wadl,
Yeah.
and by using that, you can able to get what method you have to use, what is the input type, what is the output type, all those things.
Okay.
It's clear, right?
Yeah.
And
So usually, from like the inputs, we have to get it from the clients, or it's we have to develop it out by ourselves.
they will give the sample inputs, and you can change it.
Okay.
Like this is a
Okay.
sample input. We have to use the same. This is the name. We have to use the same values, same key kind of
Okay.
thing, and values you can give as per your wish.
Okay.
So I want to give all ones phone number and send save phone number all
Okay.
ones.
Okay.
The sample input you will get from the user.
Okay.
Basically, this is the main name, email. You have to same names you have to use, and values you can give as per your wish.
Okay.
So just what you will do, you just practice it,
Okay.
and you can able to test this the same thing by using REST client also.
Okay. Yeah.
You can able to do. I mean, you can able to test all these things whatever we did here by using REST.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me do it for you from REST client. Just paste the URL. Get you have to use get it here. Get send it,
Yeah.
and you will get all the service information. See there.
Okay.
Save user, post, request, and
Mhm.
response.
Yeah.
If you want to save one user information, what you have to do? Let me take from the this is the request, correct? Copy the
Mhm.
request, and here also we have a request body. So this is your request
Yeah.
body. So you have to paste it
Okay.
here. The method
Okay.
is post, and the API name is user
Save
slash
you.
save user.
Save.
So we have to change it here. So let me change it here. User slash save user, post, submit it. There is
Mhm.
something wrong. Yes. So I will tell you another point. So before adding the request, you selected something here, right?
Yeah.
What is the input type? JSON, correct?
Jason.
So here
Yeah.
also, when you are giving some input, this we are giving some input, right? So we need
Yeah.
to mention what is the type of the input. So we
Okay.
need to add here, go to header, content type,
Okay.
custom header. Just click custom header, content hyphen type. What is the request type? Application slash data, right? JSON, right?
Jason.
Application
Yeah.
slash JSON. Click OK. So that will be added here.
Mhm.
Now you are adding some input. Also, you are telling the input type is application slash JSON. Then submit it. Now the details will be saved successfully. So this is your
Okay.
response.
Mhm.
If you want to change it here, if you want to give all XXX VVV something, change it here and submit it. So VVV got saved successfully.
Okay.
So it went to response, it went to server, and it saved the details and it came back. Where is the
Okay.
server? Right now the server is in my local machine.
Okay.
Right now the server is there in my local machine. Let's suppose this is my server. Currently it is running. If I made it down, I stopped my server. Right now it is stopping. Then you
Okay.
are not able to access the web services. If you click here, right, it will fail now.
Yeah.
Maybe you will not get response. It failed. Why? Because my server is down. So you will not get any
Okay.
response.
Okay.
If I will restart my server back again, then you can able to access my service. Just I'm trying to restart it.
Mhm.
My server is up. Now if I'll hit I'll get the response back. Still it is not up. Yes, it is up now. Now I can able to get the response back.
Got it.
So this is the way to test web services by using REST client or SOAP UI.
Okay.
Yes. So you, you have all the links, right?
Yeah, I do.
I have all the links. So what I will do, I will upload this video into YouTube and I will give the link so that you can visit it again back. Or you can able to visit n number of times.
Yeah, yeah,
Also, I will share you the YouTube link, the video link
yeah.
especially, and you
Sure.
can have a look. And after that, what we will discuss, and then what you want to know, you want to know the methods, right? What method you have to use, what is the purpose of method?
Yeah, I mean, regularly, what exactly they are looking is like SOAP UI.
Mhm.
They have asked me to learn the SOAP UI and just like take the interview from the
Mhm.
client or like internal interview.
Yes, yes. Now we got some idea, right?
Yeah, I got an idea how it works. Yeah,
Now we can able to talk in the, I mean, you can able to respond back to the interviewer, whatever questions he is asking. At least you can say something right, wrong. You
yeah,
can able to
yeah,
interact with him,
yeah.
right? So you just
Yeah.
have a look in this video, and we will
Okay,
discuss some more things like what is this methods,
okay.
this method. I mean, what is this? Why we use get? Why when we use post? When we use put? When we use delete? There's so many things is
Okay.
there, right? When we use get? When we have to use post? Can I use get always? Can I use post always? So what is the difference and all we will see. I mean, maybe we'll connect today evening my time. My
So
time.
my mod.
Yes, your morning. Yes, correct. Your Sunday
Oh,
morning.
okay, sure.
And the timing. You have any? What time you will prefer?
Morning. I mean, yeah, you can tell me like
Yeah,
I don't
I'll
have
ping
any.
you the time so that you can change accordingly. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, fine. Yeah, thanks.